Hello everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is basteplays, and we gotta do what we gotta do.
I hope I can be of some.
You wouldn't be Carl by any...
No.
Beggar.
Mm. Tavern Brawler?
What?
Sure.
That's right.
Here, just as you ordered.
Come on.
I could do
Herrgott!
something to eat.
Ah! Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Damn it! Alarm! Help! Over here!
Ah!
Good day to you.
Are you Carl?
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. May the Lord watch over you. A tankard here.
I heard attacker, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he meant tankard. Where would... Hey, look, better pickpocketing. Comrade, friendly neighbor, hidden pockets. Q. Carl. Carl, wakey wakey. Wakey.
Sod off!
Cunts, wake up. Are you telling me that you won't be waking up before noon? It's now fucking 30. If you're not awake, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
One beer for me.
God be with
Are
You wouldn't be
calm?
Carl.
No.
Take care now.
I'm on a...
You wouldn't be.
Farewell.
I already seen Carl. The motherfucker that doesn't want to wake up.
Pour me one. God, this. Hey, dying of thirst here.
Never fucking awake, but where are they?
What's he doing here?
I hope I can be of some.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin, and he never takes so much as a single step away from me. If you help me get rid of him...
He's been listening to us the entire time.
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's a sleepy old goat. We can talk once he dozes off. Please, get rid of him for me, any way you can. Bye.
Don't move a finger.
Hey,
Surrender.
I'm surrendering, you cunt.
You've been making trouble and beating people up. We don't put up... Well, you won't forget it.
You see, I have a secret.
You're making it.
Ha!
Alright.
Okay, I guess the best one there would be don't bother with me or some shit. Or don't mess with me.
What do you need?
You're Manfred.
Indeed I am. Why?
Care for a drink?
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little game? Bye.
Really? You are gonna lose.
Your fame precedes you. But you won't get the better of me.
You're gonna lose
Who's
badly.
there?
Your mama.
Over here. I'd like to order.
This'll be the one.
You're gonna bust.
Cursed luck.
You had the 1 in 6, which is like 16 something chance.
Pour me one.
0.16 something chance. It's not exactly something to bet on. Or 16 point,
Am I invisible? Over here, a
like
beer.
66% or some shit like that. Maybe 67.
That's it. I shouldn't have pushed it.
Yeah, then. I guess we're done.
Fucked again. I've had enough.
You said you wouldn't drink today.
Silence.
What's the hold-up?
I'm going to sleep.
Hey, ale here.
Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
It's enough for beer. Good night.
We're a toothless whore.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Cause you a bad boy?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookover was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ. I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work. I have no...
But there are poor people everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all then.
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus, what do I have to do to get a drink here? Hey, where's my ale?
go. Okay, now it's time to put away a bunch of my shit. I can't move out. Well, now I'm completely bare-assed. Lockpick. Lock. Pick. And I'll take with me all of my caution. All of my lockpicks. I'm guessing this is, yeah. Okay, does my horse have... Well, the horse has torches, but I don't think that should count as a weapon.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him
That
without
should
the
be
letter?
pious.
You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, Are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
Yes.
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. Take care now.
I see. I see. Shit. So that includes my poisons. Yeah, I don't like this.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Is that why yours is black? Because it's super dirty? Pious is the one that's not looking our way. That's what I feel.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam, et non confundas me.
Why do I feel like this will drag on?
Expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mei.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor.
Oh, so
Welcome,
they give you
brother.
a new name, so new life, new name, I guess. Me poisons. Me poisoning boys.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Whatever you say.
Peace be with you, brother.
That's supposed to be for me. Okay.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Sure.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say.
They beat the shit out of you, in other words.
This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant.
So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
What do you mean by search?
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Salarius. They say he used to be a thief.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Are there any...
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here.
Tell me something about it.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Well, that's all.
Okay, then. Alright, well. Let me see if there's any books I can read. Nope. I think I've read every book here.
The forbidden
Get
books
away
must
from
be
my
in that
cabinet.
cabinet.
The books stood in there aren't for your eyes to see.
I feel like this section will drag on.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
I'm interested in the other novices. Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here.
Peace be with you.
It's better than mucking out manure.
God will be our protector.
And besides, God will be our protector.
Talk to me, brother.
I'm looking for something a little, unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And what would you like those for?
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Alright. Antonius. Is this a
Praise
guy?
be to Christ.
Yeah, it's this guy, but
My name's Gregor, and not...
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my brothers, my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
I don't think it's you.
That's all I wanted to know.
But you're too slimy to be
Please
trusted.
keep it to yourself, especially the part about the coin.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against...
Very well.
Thank you.
I'd be interested. Tell me about Antonio.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always...
I'm interested in Yodot.
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout, bowing and scraping for a few groschen.
That doesn't sound too flattering.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his eye on everyone, and he'll rat on you for even the...
That's all. How is it that you don't get any penance for missing more?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'm still curious.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
Where's the other one?
I'm Gregor,
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send...
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks, but in reality I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the Führer's.
Is there anything I could help?
You know, there is. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Because I'm one of the highest-ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot. Can you imagine me crawling around in the black...
You could just ask for it.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried? Unfortunately...
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book was the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Solarius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me. We'll soon have the election of the abbot.
I hope that this is enough to buy lockpicks. That's Antonio's Jorok. Monk. Oh, this is a section that will definitely drag on. Where is he?
Servus.
Ooh, interesting. Where is the brother? Where is the brother that I need to find? Monk. Monk. There are too many bloody monks.
Peace be with you, brother.
Not.
I'm Gregor and I'm new.
I know. I saw you in...
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule.
And when it's not the way...
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment.
I'd like to ask...
Salve Domini.
I don't care actually. Antonios Siskin.
Talk to me, brother.
They talk to you?
What is it?
I'm interested in... What can you tell me?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while. That must have been but a cicada. He can't sleep.
I have to look for people, and it's difficult because there's no friggin' marker for them.
Get away from my cabinet. The books stood in there aren't for your eyes to see.
Yeah, cunt.
Down Sigismund. The lawlessness he brought to this land.
Joke. Antonius. Antonius.
Ah! Why are you waking me? Go away.
I won't be able to save. Yep. Actually, I need to read that, don't I? Brother Novice, long schedule. 3 a.m. start with 3 a.m. 4 morning prayer. 6 a.m. common meal. 8 a.m. work in the fraternity assigned by Brother Neves. Noon work in the library assigned by Brother Librarian. 4 p.m. afternoon worship. So I'm assuming the exclamation points are necessary. Vespers, common supper, compline, free time before retiring. Alright everybody, I think I'll end it around here. When the sleep timer is gone, I'll exit the game. So thank you everyone for watching. This has been basteplays. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.